If I could pick out the best qualities of an SLA officer, it would be dedication, approachability, and responsibility. What I have just described to you is not only a great SLA officer, but some of the most noticeable qualities of my good friend Nick Dash. He is one of the most dedicated people I know. He takes everything from school to extracurricular activities extremely seriously. He's an extremely smart individual as well. I've never met someone who cares so much about how well he does in school, but also finds time to be with his friends. Not only is Nick dedicated, but he is also very outgoing and the friendliest kid out there. Ask any student or teacher at Mount, and they'll tell you he's the most approachable student here. We share a lunch period where all he does is sit and listen to me rant about my problems, and he gives the best advice of any friend I have. If you ever have a concern with any SLA-related affairs, Nick is your guy. He will represent you as a student body in the most favorable way possible. Nick also has the cleanest car of any 17-year-old boy in the universe. He is always organized and is never late with assignments or other obligations. Nick manages time exceedingly well, and I know an SLA office is nothing he can't handle. He cares so much about this school and everyone's experience here that I know he'll do the best job possible as our treasurer. He has every important quality of a great SLA officer and much more, including ideas for a more exciting year here at Mount. If you too believe in the progression of our student-led leadership, I would advise you not to be rash. Vote Nick Dash. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget, for that nomination. Hello, my name is Nick Dash. I'm currently a junior at Mount, and I'm running for the position of treasurer for SLA next year. I want to continue the positive energy Tom Rossett has given to this school. He brought a new sense of pride to Mount that I think we all enjoyed. I've never held an SLA position before, but I feel like I'm qualified to be in this position. I don't mean to brag, but I feel as though math is one of my strongest subjects. The duty of a treasurer is to be able to work with our budget. I will be able to handle the money well and try to save in certain areas so we can have even more fun and enjoyable events. I have a few traits that I hope will help me succeed in this position of leadership. These traits are that I'm dedicated, organized, and responsible. Once I put something to my mind, I always see it through. In this case, I'll see that we have an enjoyable year next year. I'll do whatever it takes, including giving up my time in order for this to be accomplished. I'll make sure I know what all the money is being used for. I never misplace anything, and I'll always be sure where I put things, so that's why I'm organized. One thing I always pride myself in is in my responsibility. I never want to lose anyone's trust. I will do everything I can in order to make sure I'm at every meeting, every event, and everything else I need to be at. Another thing that I really pride myself in is how open I am to other people and that I'm an easy person to talk to. So if you have any of your ideas that you'd like to share with me, I'll be glad to listen to them. I hope to bring some new ideas to Mount, and I want all of us Mounties to have a fun and enjoyable year with one another next year. It doesn't matter what grade we are, I want all of us to have relationships with one another. Thank you for your time, and please vote for me for treasurer.
How's it going, everybody? They call me Greg Mama. I'm here to nominate John Kohler for SLA Treasurer. And one thing that I've noticed about John over the years is his character. I mean, it's something that I've seen for 5 years since I've known him, and he's always had that essence of determination and discipline. He's always, since I've first known him 5 years ago, he's always wanted to get into the West Point Military Academy, and he's been disciplined and determined to achieve his goal like that. So I can assure you that he will be disciplined and determined to achieve his goal as treasurer of Student Council. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is John Kohler, and I'm running for treasurer of our school to make sure we have the best year possible. This year, our school has had few class functions. Winter ball and black and white were canceled, and I want to make sure that stuff like that does not get canceled ever again. I hope to propose more ideas for our class that will have large class participation levels. Some ideas are barbecues, bowling nights, or even class movie nights at the Lincoln Cinema World. I'm open for any ideas from classmates or from lower classmates, and I will gladly listen. To be an SLA officer, you need leadership and determination. For 6 years, I focused on getting into United States Military Academy at West Point. Every sport I play and every class I take will help prepare me in serving in the United States military. I have the same determination and focus as your treasurer, giving my utmost attention to the position and to our school. Leadership isn't always being the captain on a team. I'm not the best player in my respectable sport, but know how to work with others. I know how to be a leader. I lead by example in sports and academics. A leader is someone who makes new Mounties feel welcome, who says good job, who encourages a person that he or she is getting better, and also giving them a high five periodically. Some people are captains because they are the best at their respective sport, which is good for them. But leadership isn't always just having the captain status. It's being there for your teammates when they need you the most, whether it is to push them to feel their best or to feel one with the team. This is the type of leadership that I have for teams I am on. I am there for everyone, and that's the type of treasurer I will be for you. American author Peter Drucker once wrote, "Leadership is lifting a person's vision to highest heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations." I feel no other quote can sum up why I have the ability to be a leader. I hope everyone here takes their next year at Mount seriously and votes for me to be your treasurer. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Aaron Zhang, and I am nominating Neer Jarawala for the position of SLA Secretary. Now, I've known Neer now for 5 years now, and there's one thing above all else that struck me, and it is his dedication. Every single morning when I come to school, I see him either just studying up for a bio quiz or any sort of test, or he's just walking around telling everybody, "Hi, how are you?" And just pretty much getting responses. And see, that is what we need for a SLA secretary. He has a lot of other positive attributes, but dedication is the most important. You need to be here on time every single morning, no matter how busy your night was and how many other things that you have to do. So that is why I want you guys to vote for Neer Jarawala for SLA secretary.
As you can all tell, I, Neer Jarawala, shall be running for the SLA position of secretary for next year. First off, don't go too far, because this speech won't be too boring, I hope. Alright, I'm not going to waste your time with my terrible puns. Each year, the SLA has done a wonderful job in creating events for the student body to enjoy. Every dance that I have attended this year has been a blast. I personally want to keep the tradition going, and this time with more activities for everyone. Anyways, I know that each student wants to be able to get away from the stress-inducing loads of homework they get each week and have a fun time with their friends. Therefore, as an open-minded person, I want to be able to voice the opinions of everyone to the SLA. However, I can't do that without your help. With all of your help, we can have an enjoyable 2015-2016 school year. With my experience of working with other people in sports teams and clubs, I know I can work with almost anyone. Also, I'm willing to dedicate as much time as I can to making sure the school has an exciting year. I don't want to keep you for long, so I'll end with one final statement. As the elections draw near, vote for Neer.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Athletic, intelligent, creative, responsible, and most importantly, good looks. As we all know, this list describes not only me, but also Marcus Mojica. You probably think I am a fool for saying that, but my parents have taught me to always tell the truth. So why should you vote for Marcus Mojica as your next SLA secretary? First of all, he is very intelligent and demonstrates this by participating in all honors classes. Also, he is currently the freshman class president, and this shows his level of responsibility. You may also ask if he is professional about his work. I say no need to fear, Mr. LaValle has been here. The first words that come to my head when I think of Marcus are responsible, respectful, considerate, and a great sense of humor. Marcus deserves to be SLA secretary and intends to set a positive example of what is meant to be a Mountie if he is elected. Thank you.
Hello, Mount. I'm running for SLA Secretary, so I hope that you already know my name. But in the rare case that you don't, my name is Marcus Mojica. I'd be honored to become the next SLA Secretary of MSC. I would have a few things that I would like to say to each class. So first, for the freshmen, do you want a 9th grader like yourself to represent you when it comes to making decisions in student council? Then vote for Marcus. So to sophomores, are you tired of your voice being beaten down and tossed into the trash? I know how you feel. Don't be oppressed. Vote for Marcus. To the juniors, although I may be a freshman, I am friends with a lot of you and hope you make the right decision by voting for me. Many of you may know me as a jokester, And I am, but when it comes time to get to work, I work hard and I am determined to reach my goals. I hope you will all vote for me, as I am experienced for this position, being that I am currently class president, and I'm a very dedicated individual. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brooke Deschamps, and I'm nominating Bridget Murphy for SLA Secretary. Bridget and I have been best friends since the beginning of 7th grade, and I wouldn't want to nominate anyone else. Bridget is responsible and reliable and will most definitely make an amazing secretary. Bridget is always fun to be around, and she will most definitely bring these ideas to the table when she is voted secretary. To vote Bridget Murphy for SLA Secretary.
Hi everyone, I'm Bridget Murphy, and I'm running for the position of SLA Secretary. I like working with other people, and I'm open to listen to others' ideas. I have a lot of energy and a willingness to work hard to get things done. In my opinion, Winter Carnival and Spirit Week are two MOUNT traditions that really bring the whole school together. I have a lot of creative, new ideas to bring to the table to make events such as these more exciting and fun. The SLA officers did an awesome job making the past year a lot of fun, whether it was at dances or pep rallies. I would like to be part of improving upon this year's success even more, and of making next year an unforgettable one. So please vote for me to be your SLA Secretary. Thank you.
Hello everybody, this is the second time you're seeing me, as you already know. They call me Greg Mama. I'm here this time to nominate Aaron Zhang for Vice President of Student Council. I've known Aaron just like I've known John since 7th grade, 5 years. And he's always been kind of, crazy, a little bit off the wall. He'll do things a little off the cuff. But that's what we need for a Student Council Vice President. We need someone who's not afraid to think outside the box, to go above and beyond, to just know how to have a good time. That's what we need. We need somebody who knows how to have a good time and knows how to make our year next year the best year possible. So let's all vote for Aaron Zhang and have an awesome year next year. Thank you.
My name's Aaron Zhang, and I know you guys want to get back to your activities, so I'll try to keep this brief. I want to run for SLA Vice President. You guys are probably sitting there in your comfy chairs wondering to yourselves, what makes this guy qualified to lead our class? Well, I'll lay it out for you. I am dedicated. When I set out to do something, I give it my all. Take this as a tasteful example. On most days, first period, 8:03 in the morning, I sit in classe de français. Now, there are a lot of you out there taking a language course, so I'm sure that you know what I went through. Anyways, the prof enters the classroom and says, "Bonjour, comment allez-vous?" And then there's that one kid out of everyone in the room who hasn't fallen asleep yet, and he responds, "Très bien," while the rest of us just sit there. Well, you know what? I am that one kid who says très bien. And you know why? Because I always feel très bien. Even in la classe de français, I feel très bien. Because I always put all of my energy into whatever I do, no matter how tiring or how difficult or how long it takes. If you elect me as le président, I'll make sure everything I do is très bien. I will not let you down. Next, I am responsible and enthusiastic. These are two other reasons why you should vote for me. I cannot promise that if I am elected, I would make your deepest desires be a reality, but I can listen to what you, the students, have to say, and pass it on to the faculty and the rest of student council. I will try my best to meet any student request. This is the only promise I can make, and I will try my hardest to help you, the students, have a memorable year. Now, I'm sure there are some of you out there saying to yourselves, "Self, I'm afraid to vote for Aaron, because I don't know if he can win. And I want to be on the winning side." Well, for those of you thinking that, remember what Curtis 50 Cent Jackson once said. Hate it or love it, the underdogs come out on top. Thank you guys.
Hi, I'm here to nominate Bridget Riley for SLA Vice President. Some reasons that Bridget would make a really good VP is she's really involved in sports and extracurriculars here at Mount, and she loves people. She's a real people person, and she's really organized too, and she's always there to talk when I have problems, and she has some really good ideas. I know that this is something she's wanted to do for a really long time. She's really friendly, like I said. She's friends with everyone. And I think she would do an awesome job, so please vote for her. Thank you.
Let's be lions. Why, you may ask? Because a pack of lions is a pride. Let's be unified and have pride in the one thing that we all share, our school. Let's not just be a pride, let's have pride and strive together for excellence. We're different than other schools because despite our differences, I have faith in our unification as a student body. If elected by you to be Vice President of SLA, I promise to take all your ideas into serious consideration and share quite a few of my own. I hope to make the upcoming year an exciting one for the entirety of the student body here at Mount. I hope to make it easier for events such as pep rallies and fundraisers. If elected, I promise to work to the best of my ability to make this upcoming year the best it can be. I'm so confident in my ability to do so based off of some of my personal attributes. I'm an extremely friendly, outgoing person who would love to listen to your ideas and concerns. I'm involved with school groups like sports teams and campus ministry. I'm responsible and will take this office very seriously. I'm asking for your support in making this school an exciting place to be. Have pride, join the pride. Vote Bridget for VP.
Hi, I'm Jack Silcox, and I'm here to nominate my buddy Devin Joseph for SLA President. Understanding that Devin is more than qualified for this position, I'd like to give you a few facts on the candidate for your SLA President. He once paid a girl to say no to him, just so he could understand rejection. His charm is so contagious, they had to create a vaccine for it. He can make apple juice out of oranges. He speaks every language, even gibberish. At museums, he's encouraged to touch the art. He does not read the news, he makes it. He can't cross the line won't come close enough to him. Even Santa writes him letters on what he wants for Christmas. Floyd Mayweather wouldn't dare to fight him. He is the most interesting man at Mount St. Charles, and your soon-to-be president, Devin Joseph.
Hi, my name is Devin Joseph, and I'm running for SLA President. I'm sure most of you guys know me, but those of you who don't, I just transferred back to Mount this February, so I'm still meeting most new people. Because I transferred back to Mount St. Charles, it doesn't mean that I don't have Mount pride, though. Every time I bleed, it's red, white, and blue. You just can't see the white and blue, but I promise you it's there. If I don't know you, I'm sure we've seen you around school. Don't be afraid to approach me, because I am a very approachable person. For those of you who don't know me, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I play hockey, soccer, lacrosse, and I love to be a leader. I hope to attend the United States Military Academy after I graduate, and I think this would be a great stepping stone to be a leader. I'm also a straight A student, or at least I was. Mr. Duran is really making it hard for us this quarter. But most importantly, if you ask my friends, I'm a ton of fun. And if you want next year to be a ton of fun, you should vote for me. I guarantee that I'll make next year unforgettable, especially for our senior class. This is our last year. Tom left some big shoes to fill, but I'm sure I'm the right guy for the job. I'm going to end with a quote from our great principal, Mr. Burke. Ask not what Mount St. Charles can do for you, but what you can do for Mount St. Charles. So Mounties, what can you do for Mount St. Charles? Vote Devin Joseph for President in 2016.
Hi, my name is Kate Foley, and I've been asked to nominate Matthew Medeiros for SLA President of the 2015-2016. Now, as many of you pass Matt in the hallways, some may think he looks a bit like Nick Jonas. But don't be fooled. He is not nearly as cool as Nick Jonas. But yet, I'd like to believe that he is just as fun as Nick Jonas. He is the boy that on Dress Like Your Teacher Day wears a dress with heels to school so he can dress like Mrs. Smith. He is the boy that decides to buy a Canadian Mountie costume and wear it whenever possible, whether it be at Friday Night Lights or during Spirit Week. He is the boy that decides to dress in a full Batman suit for Winter Carnival Week. He is the boy that dresses up like Jesus to go ask Claire Albright to prom. Sorry, I don't have a picture of that one. He is the boy that doesn't care about how people look at him and if he makes a fool of himself. The fact is that he's very fun. Isn't that what we want in a president? Someone who goes around bothering people at lunch to buy dance tickets, and someone who goes all out for Spirit Weeks to make the whole school a better place? My friend, Tom Marcette, has done a fantastic job as SLA president, and his enthusiasm must be continued, and I truly believe that Matt Medeiros is the one to do it. I've never met a more enthusiastic person about sporting events, Spirit Weeks, and everything in between. And also, I must say, he arrives here at the most ungodly hour in the morning. Making meetings and starting them on time will not be a problem whatsoever. As I've listed these things about Matt, I hope you have realized that he has the most school spirit and is the most enthusiastic person I know, and I know you will think so too. He's a 3-sport athlete, a member of the band, and a National Honor Society member. He is sociable, personable, and overall just a bundle of fun. Although I believe I've forgotten the most important fact about Matt Medeiros. He is 1/5 of the baseline. Any lady who does not vote for him is crazy. So please join me and vote for Matt Medeiros. Thank you.
SLA President has 12 letters. Matt Medeiros also has 12 letters. Coincidence? I think not. If you haven't noticed, I am a Mountie. Not only do I dress the part, but I've been part of the Mount community for 3 years, so I know what we want and I know what we will want. I want more participation in sporting events. This means more school activities and events to build our Mount community. I want a stronger sense of Mount pride throughout the school. When I look at my senior year approaching, I want to be able to take control of it and make it the best year, not only for the seniors, but for everyone, especially the new 6th graders. We need to show them what it means to be a Mountie. I strongly believe that I know what we in the Mount community want. I've played on various sports teams, participated as a member of National Honor Society, and are in the school band. I am already an active part in planning events such as the boys volleyball senior night on May 26th. I hope the Mount community will be there to support these seniors that only have a few days left with us. Seniors such as Brian Riley, because who doesn't love Brian Riley? Finally, I'd like to end with a quote from a man I admire, Ronald Ulysses Swanson. Just give me all of the bacon and eggs you have. Wait. I worry what you just heard was, give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was, give me all of the bacon and eggs you have. Like Mr. Swanson, I am teeming with enthusiasm. Instead of enthusiasm for breakfast foods, I have enthusiasm for Mount Pride. Don't just give me a lot of Mount Pride. Give me all of the Mount Pride you have. Vote Matt Medeiros for SLA President.
Hi, my name is Aaron Zhang, and I am nominating Greg Moma for the position of SLA President. Responsible, dedicated, and reliable. These are 3 of Greg's prime attributes. For you to understand these qualities, I would describe Greg as the giving tree. Many of us have heard the story of the giving tree and how the tree gave and gave and gave. Well, my friends, Greg is the selfless giving tree. He doesn't mind that we reap the fruits of his labor because to the essence, he wants us all to have a great year next year as your president. Last year, Greg was elected to be the executive of the class of 2016. During morning meetings, Greg suggests many ideas and most of them have been executed. He also walked around the school and asked other students for their input or suggestions. I could tell you all about Greg's accomplishments and what he did, but I would be here all day. So I would like to tell you that the next time you sit down or see an apple, remember all the fun you had this year. Vote for Greg as SLA President. Thank you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just took an AP exam today, so I was a little bit unprepared for this speech, I must say. But, you know, I came up with something off the cuff, so I'm gonna hit you with that. I'd like to start my speech with a quote from somebody, you know, not a famous politician, not the giving tree, but just, you know, a regular actor, Paul Walker. Paul Walker, recently deceased, said, "If you can't have fun, there's no point in doing it." And I firmly believe that. If you can't have fun, there's no point in doing anything in this life. I was president of my class this year. I was at every SLA meeting almost. Not all of them, but almost everyone. You know, we all sleep late. But I made good suggestions. I feel like I was, you know, participating, and I was totally there, and I was having fun while I did it. I watched Tom as he, you know, brought so much more enthusiasm to SLA than it ever really had before. And I'm going to try to continue that. I'm going to try to bring what Tom brought to the table and even extend that. You know, we're going to have awesome SLA dances with me as your president. We're going to have awesome Friday Night Lights just like we had under Tom. So with that, I only ask for your vote. I would really enjoy this position. I would really have fun. And I think we would really have an awesome year in the year of 2015-2016 if I was your SLA president. Thank you.